listening to, watching, hearing, smelling, tasting, and feeling sex, drugs, and skincare. Like and subscribe. Hey, welcome back to Sex, Drugs, and Skincare. I am Nikki Davis, a licensed comedian, stand-up esthetician. Isn't that so funny? Nobody laughed. No.
I like that.
I know, I do that every week, and then nobody laughs. And then with me is, as usual, is Sandra Yocolano, my co-host slash everything else.
Yeah, everything else slash everything else slash nix everything else. Yeah, if you just a little. I'm just kind of feeling. I don't know how to. I'm feeling a little unadjusted.
You don't wear buttons usually, like on camera, do you?
I don't think I wear them on camera. But anytime I'm off camera, I put buttons on. Just
put buttons on your clothes. I've never seen you even wear that shirt.
I've worn it a couple times.
If you're listening, not watching, it looks like playing cards, like the back of a playing cards repeated over and over again.
And if you're listening and you're not watching, playing cards look like the shirt I bought, which is code for it was at Marshall's. So that works. Yeah. It's like I don't know. It's like I feel like it's like maybe like an Indian prayer rug that I'm just wearing with buttons on it. It's by the guy, I forgot his name, but I like the way his clothes fit my body very nicely.
Oh, there's like a brand?
There's like a brand.
Oh, interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, they don't sponsor us.
Ricky Singh, I think.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. But we're not sponsored by him, so we need to bleep out the first
I'm gonna let that go.
1 minute and 45 seconds of this podcast.
I picture you holding a hot dog next to a barbecue when you wear that shirt.
I know, right? That'd be kind of cool.
That's cute.
I would love to own a barbecue.
Yeah. I'd love to own a hot dog. How's everyone doing?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
I'm good. Feeling pretty moist. I just taught my class. I used a mask. I'm all juicy. Mm-hmm. Got fake ponytail number 2 on
like that.
today. You like this one?
Yeah.
I combed it out.
What was it yesterday? You said when I get home, I really like to let my hair out. And you just took your hair out of your head. Yeah, that was really funny.
Yeah, I took my braid off.
Yeah.
By the way, guest, you're allowed to talk.
Okay.
Yeah, and you're allowed to laugh at my jokes.
I was laughing. I was trying to keep it quiet.
Oh, no, you don't need to do that. Because otherwise I
trouble.
start to feel self-conscious.
I think that's a good idea. We probably shouldn't talk very much if we're filming. Because we don't want to interrupt.
Oh, the guest?
Ourselves.
Oh, okay.
Because there's only so many dimensions we can put this on.
Mm-hmm. You got to do a silent podcast every now and then.
That's a great idea.
It's a really...
Do they have those?
Our guest is a genius.
Archival footage on like silent podcasts? That'd be cool if they had silent interviews.
They play piano to it. Yeah. But there's no writing?
No, there's no writing.
The transcripts are so short. So brief.
Yeah.
AI loves them. It's the best. Silent cast? Oh yeah.
Silent cast would be how do please summarize this for me. And it just goes ... and then it's it. Wait, how do they do silent? If it's silent, then how do they play the piano?
They put a track behind it. So
it was good enough to hear pianos, but not enough to hear
live piano. Our producer Mark is saying, really? That's
can you
amazing.
imagine it? Can you imagine being a living piano? Like, ow, not that key. It's too early in the morning. Yeah, that's intense.
That is intense.
I remember that museum, that Nethercutt Museum in Somar. Mm-hmm. They have like it's worth me talking about. Yeah. But basically it's like have like the pipe organs in there and like all steam. So when they had like train whistles or whatever, it was actually like steam going through like a whistle. Yeah. Like it was all live stuff that like you push on a keyboard or a piano or an organ, whatever. You push on it and then it would hit a button and it would travel underground and it'd be like a steam powered whatever in the back, like making that sound. You know,
it's interactive at the
steam powered construction worker. You know. But yeah, so it's all pipe organs.
That's really cool. I know I need to go. We need to go.
We should go. Yeah, all right, let's just go.
That's right. Yeah. I'll stay here for the silent cast. All right. You guys go do your thing, and when you come back, we'll tell people where to find us.
We'll be right.
We'll be right.
And then
we'll be right.
Nothing.
Yeah. So what have I been up to?
I don't know.
Yeah. Not too much. How about you?
I feel like I did a lot today.
You did do a lot today.
What did I do? We made ourselves take a walk and meditate, despite the fact that
we took a hike.
We didn't feel like it.
No.
We definitely didn't
Knock down, drag out fights. But we were definitely meditating in the middle of it. So we've become everything we hate. But we live in the right place for it.
Everything to be everything we hate?
Yeah. But no, it was fun. It was good. It was like, well, I didn't want to work out. I didn't want to go hike, but we made ourselves do it. And then we made ourselves eat French toast this morning.
Yeah, we have Ezekiel bread French toast.
Oh.
Just
with
do you like
raisin
Ezekiel
bread.
Oh yeah,
the raisin kind.
The raisin bread.
I have had it with the raisin.
Oh my god, you gotta have
Is it good?
raisin.
Is it the way to go?
Yes.
Just a little French toast with that. Yep. Yeah.
French toast with challah is like my favorite.
What
Very
is it?
Jewy. Challah, the Jewish bread, because it's already
my
like an
God.
egg, like sweet bread.
Yeah, that's like real
unreal.
bread.
The first time I heard that was on that show High Maintenance. When the guy was like really stoned, the guy with the beard in the show was like really stoned, and he said that. He goes, I bet you challah French toast would be
it's
really
the best.
good.
Yum.
And I didn't even think about it. But
even after he said it, you didn't think about it?
No,
Jeez,
not at all.
man.
I was like, what did I just forget? And then, and then now you just remembered. You remembered me.
I'm so glad I remembered for you.
You remembered for me.
Are we living in a matrix?
I hope not.
A matrix with raisin French toast from Ezekiel.
It better not be a Toyota Matrix because they're very small cars.
Can you imagine the three of us living in it? Can someone move their pinky toe, please?
Are you in the Matrix?
Yeah, we're living in the Matrix. You're inside of it. You're a meme god. I knew it.
Well,
that would be a great meme.
The trick is to not be on social media and just say them to yourself and entertain one or two people you know.
Oh, yeah.
And then leave it alone.
There'll be an app for that.
Yeah. There'll be an app
There'll be like an Apple thing that you put on your face and you'll be like, I'm a meme god. Look at everyone likes my memes. And it's just you alone in your virtual world. I mean, we probably are already in it.
I think, it's already happening.
Yeah, it's really high tech.
It's very, very high
The
tech.
textures are great.
Yeah. High texture?
High texture. Nice.
Yeah.
Very good improv, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
That's another one.
Yeah.
Very good improv.
He's teaching me improv. So we have
yes, and it's going well.
Yeah. Oh, that's
a good one. That's a good. There's another one that goes no but.
No but.
And then yeah, so what? And then another one goes I don't believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hell no.
Oh hell no. But good improv is my favorite.
Good improv is a good
if somebody
one,
said good improv, and then we just kind of go from there.
Oh, that's also what Jews say to each other on Thursday night. Good improv. Good improv.
Thursday night?
Is it Yom Tov? No, improv. It's Yom Tov? Yes, and it is. L'chaim. Who? Yeah, I'm Chai too.
Do we need to be here? Do we need to be here?
I think Shef's got to discover on
You told me I should talk.
I know.
I'm getting in trouble again. This is the weird tricks that are my life. I'm like, they told me to talk. Now they said I talk too much. I don't know what medium is.
No,
like,
I know there's no medium.
I'm trying so hard.
You're talking to ghosts?
Yeah.
That's so funny. I know. Ghosts are quieter, but yeah.
Yeah.
What are the other ones that we did?
I forgot. There was one. It was like, see, I'm having trouble with our improv because I'm thinking about improv.
That's the other one. It was like, hold on, let me think.
Oh yeah. That's right. Yeah. Oh yeah. Give me a minute.
Yeah, give me a minute.
Let me think about my response. I love those because those are very like natural. You know, like, hey, welcome to my balloon factory in outer space, and you go, hold on, let me think about my response. I got nothing.
Yeah,
and then
I got nothing is a good
scene.
one too. Yeah,
yeah, because the problem with if you keep it reality based, not many stories or situations end humorously. So it's false to try to foster it in that direction. I guess is maybe the wrong word, but you don't want to go for the joke, but you want to say what's normal, right? So you don't go for the joke, but you go, oh, I stepped in a pudding dick. Because that's what your brain said. But you weren't going for the joke, but you said something that was totally relatable.
Sounds delicious.
Pudding dick, right?
Pudding dick, yeah.
Yeah, there's always room for
pudding dick?
Do they have one that's sweetened with stevia? I'm trying to cut back on the... I'll eat it.
It's Estefania. Because it's a South American stevia. Gwen stevia.
From no carbo. That's my improv. See you guys
carbo.
later.
I like it. That's another one too. That's my improv.
Oh, that's my improv.
That's my improv.
And that's my improvative.
Yeah. Okay, I'll see you guys out in the car. That's my favorite one. I'll see you guys outside.
Or I don't want to do this anymore.
That's the best. That's the most realistic improv.
I don't want to pay another $375.
Oh my God, it's so expensive. Am I allowed to talk again or no?
Yeah.
It is so expensive.
Thank you for asking for permission. I do appreciate that.
Thank you, ma'am. May I have another?
Yes. No.
Yeah, it's really expensive. $375.
That's probably on the low end because when I took it, it was like 10 years ago.
Oh yeah, now it's a couple Bitcoin. I think it's insane.
A couple Bitcoin, yeah.
Bitcoin, right? What is Bitcoin up to now?
Is that an improv thing?
I haven't paid attention to that. That's
yes,
improv.
and.
Yeah. How's your Bitcoin doing?
But Bitcoin's like in the 40s. No, is it in the 40,000, 50,000? I think it's in the 50 or 60,000s right now.
Okay.
It's pretty impressive.
I haven't paid attention since I lost more than I wanted to. And
I sold it. It went up to like 75 almost, I think.
Ooh, it did go up pretty high.
I should have cashed out.
Hit some highs.
Whatever, it'll come back.
It's coming back.
Well, you can cash me outside if you want. That's what the new
cash
Bitcoins. Yeah.
5 what? 10? 59. 59. Bitcoin is at 59
million.
People. We got to have a little, like a little,
counter here?
Yeah, one of those things. Yeah.
The ticker.
The ticker, yeah.
Or the news, the words.
The words, yes.
The words on the screen that go by.
The words that nobody cares about.
No one, unless they're sports scores or something like that.
Oh, yeah, and then obviously.
From like the stock exchange thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what that's called. Do you?
The Dow.
The ticker thing.
The ticker.
Yeah, you can find it. Yeah, you can find it on
Look at that.
They name it that because
eyes
it's supposed to be well, I mean, it's these things are screwed on.
Sure, they are.
The heart.
The heart.
They call it the ticker tape.
Yeah,
the ticker tape because it's supposed to be linked to like
how long you live.
The economy is your heart.
I thought you were pointing to your shirt.
Oh no, it was my shirt. I'm sorry, I had a stain right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's probably good improv.
That's another one. That's probably good improv.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Speaking of today's topic, what are we talking about?
Good. I like that.
Thank you. I'm good at segus.
You are. Segus, yes. Today's topic is very personal to me. And I don't know why it's taken me 57 episodes to get to it. I haven't done this before, have I? I don't think so.
You've said 57.
No, shut up.
No, I don't think you have. You've mentioned it.
Yeah.
Because I know what the topic is. I don't want to. If you're just listening and not watching, I know what the topic is.
That makes no sense.
Well, no, people could be listening, but you've mentioned this before, so I know that it's something near, and dear to you,
to my skin,
to your skin,
and my scalp. And yes, the topic today is seborrheic dermatitis, also known as Seb Derm. And if you haven't, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. If you don't, I'm about to school you, and you may have it and you don't even know it, and you might be feeding it. And it might be overgrowing and causing problems for you. So like candida, but it's a different fungus.
Okay. Oh, we're talking sugar based stuff.
It can affect you. Yeah. So yeah, okay. We'll talk about a lot of the alcohol, sugar, and stuff like that. We'll give it more to feed on.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of other things that you wouldn't think that would be bad for it because it gives you lots of dry, scaly shit on your skin, which I have fun pictures of later.
I'm looking forward to it. So that's next week's episode?
No.
So are we done?
Yeah, I think we're all set.
Okay. I'm excited.
We'll be right back.
I'm excited for our guest as well. Not for him being here. I'm excited for him, for his experience that he's going to have. I'm excited for our guest being here as well.
Yeah, introduce him. I think
he's one of my, if not my, most favorite person on this planet. A person that I call a friend and a brother. And I love hugging him very much, and he's the sweetest person ever. And he lives further away from me than I would like him to, but I also feel like, it's just that way, because when we meet up, it's a very special moment.
That's true. And
I wouldn't change anything for the world. He's the sweetest person, the funniest person I know, the quickest person I know, super riff master. I forgot his name though. You're gonna have to. I know everything else. You have to say his name because we will split it.
I think it's Jon Shefsky.
John Thomas Shefsky.
Jon Thomas Shefsky.
Not John Thomas Shefsky.
No, I like that. I'm sticking with that now.
Paul Thomas Shefsky Anderson.
Thomas Taylor Tomlinson Shefsky. Taylor Tomlinson Shefsky.
I thought you said he was good at improv.
That was me playing a guy that's not that good at improv. Sorry about that.
That's actually really good.
Yeah, that's a really good improv.
For the rest of the night, that's probably what I'm going to play, just so you guys know.
Yes, and. All right, so let's bring him out. Yay. Jon Shefsky.
Yes. Good to be here.
Yeah, he was talking about his little thimbleful of
orifices.
Do you mind if I do a shot? Orifices. Oh, we were talking about plastics and everything.
Yeah.
What a depressing way for me to start the show.
It's very relevant.
Clearly, I'm the first Jewish guest, and so I'm going to immediately be like, "We're doomed! Somebody save us!" Hashem, when do you press the pause button?
Hashem, I loved him when he took over for Curly.
They were all Jewish, weren't they?
Yeah.
All of Hollywood was back in those days.
Now, you thought they were, but it was really Hashem.
Nice.
Oh,
that was beautiful.
I know nobody laughed, but it was improv.
Seeing you two make these anti-Semitic jokes is really it's shameful.
No, I'm not, because it was
a sham. It's a sham. You told me you were going to be complimentary.
That's what I used.
A sham. Yeah, a sham.
Yeah, a sham.
A sham. Wow.
Like a pillow that.
Yeah, like a sham. Wow.
There we go. Wow, nice.
That was the one. Ding. We need a bell for like when the top one hits and nobody can go any further. Sham wow was a good one. Yeah.
Oh, what is that when you push it? Is it like you play chess? Like that's your move?
Oh, is it?
Hit the clock?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Nikki, I love the idea of a end scene bell.
We're gonna get an end scene bell. All right.
Bing! And then
that's great.
Like, dude, that's rad.
Yeah.
What's up? a
mini
gong or
like
a full size
yeah.
gong. Let's not be weak. This is 2024. Okay.
I want a full size gong.
I mean, yeah, you can probably just get a gong app on the phone.
You were like, gongs are us.
Should we get a real gong?
Gongs are us.
Yeah, we'll take the whole gong with us.
You gotta get ordered on Amazon Prime.
You can't go gong.
Amazon Prime is the best.
Amazon Prime.
I keep getting gift certificates for that crap.
Have you heard about that one, Girls Gong Wild?
That sounds so hot.
Dong.
Oh yeah, dude. So are they hitting their tuchuses with the thing, or are they just hot chicks hitting a regular gong?
I think they're hitting their butts and they're farting. And that's a Girls Gong Wild.
That's probably like more on budget, right? Like if you had a gong shaped like a big butt, that would be so expensive you couldn't do the show. But you could just hire someone to hit
I'm looking for like a bell.
The snooze button.
Yes.
Mark, maybe don't let her have the bell. She's kind of turned into a fascist.
Wait, will you tell us what you brought me first of all? Brought us?
Don't watch her drink. Oh,
yeah, thank you. I knocked that off stage the other day.
So it's a bowling pin.
Yeah.
That my buddy Joe at All American Tattoo stripped the plastic off and gave to me to paint on. And I painted this like Ratfink character on it maybe, I don't know, 10 or 15 years ago. And I was like, I want to bring something cool that would be good for a podcast studio. And I do this thing now, Nikki, I don't know if you do this, where you just go like, Lord, give me the answer real quick. Because I relied on my own brain for a while. Okay. I got to tell you, pretty fucking disappointing. So just being like, even if it's all a lie and like, I'm like, maybe there is no God. And I'm just making it up in my head. I'm just like, I immediately was like, I'm bringing that. That thing's cool.
It was the first thing that came to you.
Yeah. It's like I bypassed a part of my brain just to be like.
The critical thinking part of your brain that would have said no?
The neurotic part that would have been like, should we? No, we should. But like, you know, there's like this guy in there that just, makes everything complicated. And if I just go, what's the next line in this screenplay, God?
Oh, yeah.
No, you should just stand there and go, line.
That's very concise.
Yeah.
That's like you have a direct line to
I was going to say, you're very close.
That's right.
Line.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a fun game to play. It's also, the edge of sanity. So cheers.
Ding.
We both were like, ding. That was great. I mean, the fist bump ding too. That's another end of that segment.
Oh yeah.
We should put that pin behind you, like right behind Shefsky, next to the red orb.
Here, we set that up because
for sure.
I think that should be
Fun fact.
It also shows the downside of bad skincare.
Yeah, look at that. That guy looks
That's pretty rad. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I dig
so
that.
Cool.
I know. It looks good next to the actual human face.
Is that Mike Tyson, by the way?
The human face?
That looks like Mike Tyson for a second. Just
this
maybe
one?
I think it's the eyes. It's the eyes and the bald head.
No, that one. This one.
That one. Yeah.
No.
The eye. No, I'm just saying the eyes in his head remind me of Mike Tyson.
I know. I'm trying to see it and I don't see it.
You got to look at Mike Tyson.
I'm no-ending right now, by the way.
That's fine.
Yeah, I can see it. No, really.
It doesn't. I mean.
She's gonna make a call. You gotta call Cap.
Maybe you call the person in the picture. I don't know. This is a weird podcast. That kind of stuff can happen.
I know. Is it a weird podcast?
So far, right?
Yeah. Tell me what's weird about it. I want to know.
Being put on the spot when you say things like something's weird.
That's weird.
Pretty intense. That's pretty intense and weird, man. It's a cool pillow texture, though.
We brought this from home.
Yeah.
We did.
I just think the timing was just perfect. We brought this from home. Was that the wrong thing we did?
I'm usually funny when I don't mean to be.
Oh, no, dude, that's a good skill.
Is it?
Yeah, just like never try to be funny and then you're just killing it all the time.
Then when you're trying to be funny, it doesn't work out so well.
I think that's for everybody, though.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You try to be, that's true. You try to be funny.
Don't try to be funny. Like, for stand-up, right?
Yeah.
Worst sets. Get out there, man. There's some important people in the audience.
Yeah.
Do it really well. And you're like, okay, so be funny. All right. What's that mean? And then you walk out on stage like, what does a funny person say?
Yeah. Oh man, it's getting really silent out there. And then it just I'm sinking into it.
So how are you? Give it up for your how's everyone tonight?
Yeah.
As opposed to just be like, don't try to be funny and just be
Yeah.
like, what the fuck is this guy wearing that stupid fucking shirt for? All of a sudden it's funny.
Yeah. If you make fun of
Or
somebody. Yeah.
This is why we're not on the Netflix is a joke festival right now.
Why? Because we don't make fun of a shirt?
No, because it's $17 a month, and I can't. And my brother can't. If I get it, then he goes, "Oh, are you the household member, dude? How much money do your shareholders need?" Netflix is a joke.
It is.
Whoa, we are not being sponsored.
We're trying to get this podcast on Netflix.
Come on, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Netflix is a joke in a good way.
That's right.
Yeah.
YouTube podcasts. That's not a joke. We're fans.
Yeah.
Satire, 4 of them. I have one spare satire.
Satire. Is that Middle Eastern comic?
You
I
got
love
a
him.
satire.
I got an appetizer.
Yeah.
Judd Apatow?
Judd Apatow.
Wait, what did you say?
I said you have a sad tire and
a
a happy
sad tire.
A sad tire? Oh, if you're at Disneyland and California Adventure in the cars down, there's a few like flat, like cartoony tires. They look pretty sad.
Oh, right. I see what you're saying. They sort of like drooping.
Sorry about that,
yeah. You took a little too long to get to the bell.
Yeah, I mean, that's punishable. It's a very fascist podcast.
We're going to find a place to punish people in this.
I think so. Or electrodes.
Like, this isn't enough. Sitting on the couch talking to a microphone is not enough.
No, it's actually, this is rewarding.
Is it?
It's fun.
Okay, good.
The couch is comfy. You guys are great hosts.
You have your body language though where your knee is facing the other. Oh, it's because the coffee table.
I have back issues. I have to sit like this. When I was on the chiropractor podcast, they didn't do this to me.
There you go.
I have to switch it up though. It's like sleeping.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
20 minutes this side, 20 minutes that side. Wake up, freak out, 20 minutes the other side.
Mm-hmm.
What is that part of my brain that goes, you got to turn over, dude.
The
you
sleep
got to turn
apnea
over.
part.
And I'm like, wait, I was comfortable here 5 minutes ago. Why do I have to turn over now?
I know.
Is it just
It's
I don't
the
feel
nightmares.
I don't feel discomfort, but you know what I mean?
Which
I
comfort?
feel that comfort.
Discomfort? Yeah. Wait, you do what?
Don't
That's
fuck
improv.
I know. Yeah. Wait, what?
Yeah, that's good improv. Yeah. Wait,
what? That's the one. Ding.
But seriously though, isn't turning over like is that not good? I mean, I listen to that Matt Walker podcast every now and then, and he said I could turn over in my sleep.
I don't know, Matt Walker.
He's the sleep
Texas
guy.
Ranger. Oh,
Thank
is
you
he?
for not knowing something. I not know everything.
There's like a sleep guy that's pretty. He's like the only guy that's sleep guy, right? I mean,
Is he on like the Huberman podcast
He is.
all the time or
Huber
something?
me. Do we always do that? He's on the Huber me with your
Huber me.
podcast. Yeah, he's on the Huberman, I think. He's on that circuit. There's about 12 people that are successful in the world. He's one of them. And it gets smaller and smaller, right? The gap between middle class. It gets. You're like, are you Tim Ferriss or Joe Rogan? Get out of my podcast studio.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's like on those podcasts. He's in that circuit. But he's got like good stuff. I mean, I don't fact check his advice, actually.
I've never
Who
done
does?
It. Yeah.
I mean, he just says, like, you better get a lot of sleep and don't drink coffees at night. And I'm like, I can do all that.
I read one, and it might have been him. It was yesterday, and it said, if you want to get more sleep, stay in bed longer.
Interesting.
Really?
And I thought he was joking, but he said, yeah, if you want to get more quality sleep, stay in there. Stay in there because your REM sleep gets more quality as your night goes on.
Yeah.
So what do you mean stay in there?
Stay in bed. Stay in your fucking bed.
The whole time? Like the whole day?
No, just a little extra time.
Oh, extra time.
Yeah, like stay an extra hour in your bed. Yeah.
So go to bed an extra hour early.
No.
Oh, stay in bed an extra hour.
Yeah, that's the thing. You would think going to bed early, but no, you go to bed when you're normally going to go to bed, but then you stay in bed longer because don't you know when you wake up in the morning and you're like in those middle of those weird dreams where you feel like 10 years have passed. And
every
it's like
terrifying night of my waking life. Yeah. You're like, what the hell was that about?
That was your real life.
Yeah, it's terrifying. Yeah, I'm like, which one is real? Paramahansa Yogananda, is this the dream? Yeah, I don't know.
I like it.
But going back to the staying in bed stuff.
Yeah.
Like, do you mean like you wake up and then you go like, I'm just going to chill here and then fall back asleep? Or you just chill and like.
That's a good question. I didn't pay that much attention to the post. So yeah, we'll have to go back and
don't sleep on it because it sounds like a good podcast.
I wish I had said that.
Yeah, but speaking
that's the name of my podcast. I wish I had said that.
That's another good improv.
Yeah.
That's a great. I like that on a shirt.
Yeah, I
wish I wrote that. I wish I said that.
Yeah.
Like that's just cool.
I wish.
That's good.
Yeah,
you wish.
That's a good one.
I wish.
Yeah,
I think Disney has that movie out right now.
Is that the one?
That's called I Wish.
Oh,
never heard of it.
It's
because you have kids, you know things like that.
Yeah, you have kids.
No, before I had kids, like Liz and I would go to like Pixar. We'd go to El Capitan and be like,
"Oh,
dude, you know what's coming out? Like The Good Dinosaur. Let's go see." You know, I've always been scared of like adult movies. I'm like, oh my god, it's so violent and mean.
Yeah. You know, you are kind of like a
child,
little bitch.
Yeah.
Go ahead, say it. Say it. I'm a softie.
But you have a lot of tattoos and like you have an edge to you, and in the way that you are. But like, I can see that you would be like into kids' movies for sure.
I mean, like whimsical funness.
Yeah.
An edge maybe when I was 17 or 18 and now I'm an old man, I just want giggles and Mighty Boosh episodes and lavender ice cream,
Lavender ice cream, I never had that.
Cheers.
Cheers.
When we renew our vows, my darling, we will have a Mighty Boosh episodes and lavender ice cream.
And chamomile suppositories.
You gave me lavender pills once.
Sleep.
Oh yeah, dude, put my ass to sleep for sure.
Oh yeah, lavender pills are those Nikki turned me on to those.
Oh, wait, tell him what happened with Andy. Yeah, I know. It's true.
Just winked.
Yeah, I know.
If you're listening and not watching, as we say on the show, he just winked with his eye.
Weeps.
Yeah. Winky.
Yeah.
Oh, we gave it to our friend, and we're like, oh, here, take it. We're all tripping, like doing a bunch of different drugs and stuff. And I go, hey, take a lavender, because we're all just, whatever. Oh, it's just weird, you forget about it. And he just starts chewing it.
He goes, I demand lavender.
Yeah.
So we hand him some lavender.
Demand lavender.
And he starts chewing the gel caps.
Yeah.
And he was like,
he goes, and his eyes are watering.
Yeah, it's got to be intense. It's probably intense, right?
It's so intense. Yeah. It can't be good for your mouth.
They're essential oils.
Yeah.
But you know what it does do? It kills seborrheic dermatitis. It is one.
Does it really?
Yeah, it's one of the essential oils that is good for calming
awesome.
it down. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So wait. Tell me more about seborrheic dermatitis and bringing it back to lack of sleep.
Okay.
Does that have anything to do with anything?
Actually, there is something probably in my notes that does say something about more sleep.
Probably is where you had me at probably.
Well, here's the thing. I got you had me at probably.
That can go on a shirt. Just make note of that.
Thank you. That. I actually took. I always take my notes and my stuff from the internet, from like the National Library of Medicine, but I never know the name of it, and so I'm just I'm back blogging and saying like anything I've ever said is usually from that or from from Wikipedia.
Well, here's the thing: you can fact check all you want, but these are all opinions. So if you can opinion check anything you want, then go from there.
All right.
Opinion check, please.
Yeah.
Ding! All right. So the National Center for Biotechnic Information says that seborrheic dermatitis is obviously very common, which is why I wanted to talk about it. And 3 out of every 100 people have it. It's more common in men than women. And I think I know why, because it has to do with the seborrheic part of that's, what sebum is? I know you guys. I mean, I'm waiting for the jokes.
Sebum, because it goes. I was like, just spilling your sebum over there, young fella. Don't spill your sebum. It's a sin.
That was so much better than I thought you were gonna do.
What's that?
Sebum?
I thought that was a fish they have down at the Sugarfish, the sebum.
Sebum? You're thinking of Branzino.
A little salt on it.
Marlon Branzino. He was in the.
He was good.
He was in the Godfellow.
He was a singer, right? He was
very good singer.
Tony Benton or something. Yes, huge fan. Love classic Hollywood. You carry.
You keep cheersing little tiny water.
Only on this podcast do they make fun of you for the drink they gave you. God damn you both. I actually like water, even with the plastics. New at Costco.
Well, there's more plastic to water ratio in that little tiny bottle.
You're supposed to eat it afterwards. I guess. Only it's customary in Okinawa.
It's a water bowl.
If you didn't swallow the cap with it, then you're not doing it right.
Wait, this isn't antacid? Oh, fuck.
It does look like a tongue.
Just imagine eating this thing. Just gum bleeding, like, the heartburn's worse, I think.
You're supposed to swallow it whole.
Oh, plastic.
Yeah. All right. So most people get a scaly rash. Do you have any scaly rashes? I think I asked you before the podcast if you had anything. The only thing you said he had really was freckles.
I'm terrified of dying from stuff. The actual, like, hey, this thing's going to make you look a little unsightly for a couple hours. I'm used to being uncomfortable and being like, I don't like the way I look. It's, it's the freckles that I'm like, is this going to be something? And then like with tattoos, am I going to have a doctor be like, hey, you're probably a criminal, so I'm not going to even bother you. You'll die young.
He's just going to overlook all the melanoma on your body because he sees like a tattoo of a panda.
You can't see through it. I mean, can you see it through the sugar crabs? No. Like, what if I'm dying underneath Bill Hicks's nostril? It's terrifying. Yeah.
Bill Hicks on your leg? I didn't even notice.
I've got some.
It's pretty awesome.
That is really awesome. But why doesn't it facing you?
They say a man's tattoos say a lot about him, and mine say I'm a dork.
I'm a heavy smoker.
Well, he does have a cigarette coming out of his mouth. Yeah, he's got a goldfish up there.
And a lot of hair coming out of his face.
A lot of hair. I've actually, just for fun and marijuana, I've shaved different kinds of beards and mustaches on him and Alfred E. Newman.
Oh my God. I got Alfred E. Newman on the other guy.
Like I shaved all of his face and then just had it out. But
when I woke up this morning, I did not think I was going to see this much of Jon Shefsky's legs.
I didn't think I would still be, like, I'm freezing cold. It was so hot this morning. And so I didn't wear this to show you my tattoos. Honestly,
is it cold? Is it cold in here?
No, in here it's hot. This is why I was like, this is the Joe Rogan podcast. Okay. We're in a sauna. We're talking about sleep science,
pressure cooker,
dermatology things that the government's lying about. That's right. Ivermectin, Uvermectin, everybody mectin. We barely knew him. But kind Can I second your notions to end
Always,
skits where you're
yes,
like, ding, and I'm
definitely.
like,
You can do a double ding if you want.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Bikram
Extra-
podcasting.
extra.
Yeah, dude, I like that. That's hot.
What's that?
Bikram podcasting.
Mike said Bikram
Bikram
podcast.
podcasting? Oh, that's what Mark said. Yes.
We get sauna podcasting. I've never seen that before.
But not on
No.
a classic couch like that.
No, you can't have a classic couch like this
can't.
in
You
a,
can't
pod, in a podcast. Sauna podcast.
Don't sweat it.
A sodcast?
Yeah, don't sweat it.
Yeah.
A sodcast. Not to be mixed up with the grass podcasters.
No. The
Oh, the
sod.
sodcast.
The sodcast. Ding, 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 ding. I know.
Just sweat, Key and Peele style pouring down my face.
I'm ringing a bell with a bell right now. That's how much I want you to stop.
That's a really good. Have you ever? My friend
Ding.
Moses has a show
Yeah.
at the Comedy Store, and what you do is you really make people feel like shit. It's called The Battle, and you could do that when you ring the bell with the bell.
Mm-hmm.
This motherfucker's joke so bad, he rang the bell. He gave himself the light, and then people probably go like, "Whoa, what's your Instagram?"
Yeah,
That's what they do. That's the
pretty
reaction.
much comedy.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Sponsored by.
By water. Okay. So seborrheic dermatitis. Not that you give a shit.
No, that's a great name for a Brazilian metal band. I like it.
Seborrheic dermatitis.
Yeah.
It's hard
yeah.
to say.
It's good.
So a lot of times they come out in extreme weather. I get mine more, I think, when it's hot and dry. We came back from Death Valley, and I got a huge breakout on my face where it looked like I was the devil, and I had this like red.
That's right. I remember that. Yeah,
Oh my God,
super
it was-
dry skin.
Yeah,
It was-
and
we were there
my
for, like,
eyes were all
4
puffy.
days, so-
Yeah, it's an autoimmune disease, or and so you can't really get rid of it. But so your cells are kind of telling themselves, your body's telling them to attack your skin cells for some reason, and so that's how it shows up. And for men, you have more sebum in your skin, and you also have beards and let's see. I think I have a picture of. Whoops, cancel. Let's see. Here's some gross ones. Oh, look, that's a dog that has seborrheic dermatitis.
Aw.
I think
know.
my cat has an autoimmune disease. My cat Bushi.
Yeah?
And
Oh wait, you were talking about
he
that.
gets
Yeah.
this pill called Atopica,
And
and he gets like a little scabby. Like
That could be it.
And it's very like it just happened. And he's the sweetest cat, and
Yeah.
he's good.
Oh,
but-
if he was a shitty cat, it would be okay.
yeah, because cats aren't dogs. Like some cats, you're just like, you know what? Get fucked, buddy. Yeah, cats are not dogs.
Yeah.
Dogs, like you're just like, you look out for that guy. Cats, you're like, let's figure out if you're cool or not. Then you get the security pass and a little, name
Yeah.
tag. Yeah, cats
Yeah.
are difficult.
I love
Yeah.
cats.
I do too.
I would have a cat.
I
Over
love
a
the
dog
bad ones
any
too.
day
I
of the
just-
week. Yeah,
Yeah.
but your cats are beautiful. I love them.
Thank you.
Cancer. Yeah.
So here-
After insulting and alienating the hosts for not liking all cats,
Ding, ding, ding,
hashtag
ding, ding,
all
ding.
cats are
Okay.
beautiful.
this is a blurry picture of a man with seborrheic dermatitis, as you can see. But see, it attacks the places where the oil is coming out.
Okay.
All right. So it's also called seborrheic psoriasis. You've probably heard of psoriasis. Cradle cap. If a baby has it, it's called cradle cap. Did your babies have cradle cap when they were little?
I was the kind of dad that just kind of let them grow up in the cribs by themselves. I don't know what they had when
Came
they were
and picked
little.
them up when they were
They
about
had a
4.5.
great-
Yeah.
yeah. I wasn't in the Navy, but I was overseas. Yes. We departed a lot. No, I don't think they had that. But I think I've seen it before.
It's like flaky. I think my sisters had
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Like
I
on the top of the head, like right here, cradle head or cradle
exactly,
cap.
yes. Well, what it comes from, if you had asked me, I would tell you.
Wait, where does cradle cap come from?
Cradle crap and seborrheic dermatitis.
Wait, where do they come from?
It comes from it's a fungus called Malassezia. It's a genus of a fungi.
Okay.
That's one specific genus of a fungi. I like that sentence.
It is.
Genus of a fungi.
yeah,
it's like System of a Down.
He's a genius of a fungi.
Yeah.
He's a genius fun guy.
It seems like
he's
seems
brilliant.
Like he's
and
got
a lot of fun.
He's got it all.
Yeah.
I'm
He's
reading
smart, funny,
Yeah.
into mushrooms, fun.
Malassezia?
No, a genus fungi.
Oh, genus of fungi.
Genus
Okay,
fungi.
yeah.
Genus fungi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know who a French revolutionary Jean Paul Marat is? I don't.
God, I'm not sure.
Okay, it was
He
just
had this, though,
It
and
was
that
a
was why
fun
he did
fact. For some reason, they included it on the National Center for Biotechnic Information.
Oh, the
wow.
NCBI.
Yeah, I think they do that. Is it NCBI? Yeah.
Yeah, NCBI.
Yeah. It looks official.
You and I, NCBI. You and I, NCBI. Yeah.
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 That's a
Queef
yeah.
Latifah. I think is the singer.
If she's listening, she is going to probably just queef and press.
If you're just listening to Queen Latifah and you're not watching Queen Latifah,
don't give her any ideas.
I know, God.
Nikki was giving her ideas.
We're not being
I
sponsored.
said
by
she's
Queen
probably going to
Latifah.
press, and I was going to say like the pause button, and Nikki said
charges.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
And you can see Queen Latifah being like, "Well, I wasn't, but that's a good idea."
Yeah, not so bad.
Yeah. And then
And then she rings a bell.
no. The riff.
Which stays here.
It's a rocky storm we've got to get through, but we're going to get somewhere with it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't ring the bell yet.
What they always say about improv and riffing is that the audience is going to go through hell, but at the end, at
the end, you'll still want to kill yourself.
You just
want your money back.
Just plow right through it, and eventually you'll be home.
You're listening to Anti-Improv, a podcast that reminds you that you should just watch stand-up, and if you want to see improv, go see a movie.
I want to see four people get on stage, somebody give them a suggestion, and then their responses are all scripted. That's all I want to see. I want to see them.
That's improv.
That's improv.
That's
Scripted.
improvising. You just hand them a script. They weren't expecting it.
Improvising.
Improve. I like that.
You have to practice. Practice makes reality.
Very apparent. It does.
Yes. Well, if you're a parent, it does.
Oh, it's
It's you.
Ding. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry. I have
It's
to
become the insult button.
I'm sorry. Yes, I'll unding it.
Oh, you can unding it?
Yeah.
Well, I don't have anything else to say. Go on.
Okay, ding. Okay, so if you leave it untreated, it can become very thick and scaly. It can show up around your sideburns. It just is gross, and it can end up in your scalp. And a lot of people who have dandruff have malassezia, and they don't even know it. They have seborrheic dermatitis. They don't even know. They just think it's just dry scalp, and it's not. And so here's what happens. People put oil on their hair when they think they have dandruff because they're hydrating their scalp, right? Yeah. But there are a ton of oils that literally they eat. Malassezia eats the oil.
What?
Yeah, it's like feeds on those oils. So you're just feeding it. You're absolutely. I just put that up.
Which oils are they?
Well, there's almond oil, coconut oil.
It likes coconut oil.
It loves coconut oil.
I love putting coconut oil in my hair. So
yeah, well,
I'm like, what if that's a bad thing?
No, it's fine as long as you don't have seborrheic dermatitis in your head.
Terrified that I do. You've scared the shit out of me.
I do.
A lot of big words, a lot of possibilities. I know. Photos.
We'll find it. Yeah.
This is like a physical, I'm like a...
Well, this one's actually from you. So
are you serious?
That should look like
Jerry Seinfeld looking at his Twitter.
I know,
That's not from this angle. From this angle.
No, it totally does. Look at it on this angle. It looks even more like
comedians in cars going to the dermatologist.
That's
would
for
be
real.
That's a good copay.
But look, those are all like really oily places on your face, and men don't wash their face, and so they're more likely probably to have it in those areas.
So wait, so you have oil that causes the seborrheic dermatitis, eats it. But if it's dry, that also can be a trigger, or
the weather. If the weather is dry,
okay.
it probably makes your skin crack open or things like that.
Oh yeah,
extremes.
You're damned if you do, if you're damned if you don't. I mean, it's dermatology. We all know that.
Dermatology.
You're damned if you. I mean, that's what they say in dermatology school, right?
See, my dad's a dermatologist. He told me it's going to rain today. If you're just listening, okay, Nikki's back.
I always cough in here for some reason. I know
it's a very dry place because it's also because we're smoking weed.
Well, I smoked a half of a hit of weed.
Is that one of the symptoms of Schizoneurtis or whatever it's called?
Dean Martinism.
Okay, without looking, what's the name of the thing we're talking about?
Seborrheoic dermatitis.
You're close.
Demon semen dermatitis.
It's
you
so
had the
better.
MERP part.
MERP was right.
MERP. You said MERP. You said MERP dermatitis.
Will people suffering from MERP dermatitis? MERPatitis? MERPatitis is worse. Let's not even joke about that. That's not for this show.
MERPatitis?
Whoa!
I know, I'm sorry.
Don't say it again.
Trigger people with MERPatitis.
Yeah.
I just made it up. It's not real.
It's a drug company.
But actually, it could be. MERPatitis. They did the vaccine, the one they didn't end up using, right?
Is that the one? Yeah.
The one that all my conservative friends that are like, that one's got the real thing in it.
For real?
MERPatitis vaccine.
Oh, wow.
You don't want that or you did
the
one?
Illuminati made it.
Is that the one that they...
They have a lab.
The MERPatitis vaccine, you don't even need it. It's deadly.
That's so great. Well, that's the one that they do for the CRV. No, that's a Honda.
That's a Honda.
RSV.
RSV.
The RSV, the respiratory.
That's a Hyundai.
That's a Hyundai.
Mm-hmm.
Not a die goes by.
Good eye, mate. Good riff, mate.
Speaking of dry skin,
yeah.
Why is it both? So
it causes
it, but then it feeds off of the
yeah. So it
sweatiness.
causes these flaky scales. It's like basically like it's like I don't know if it's just like this is a bad way to say it, but like if it's just shitting out like what it's eating on your skin, it has to go somewhere.
Yeah,
and so it attacks your skin and it puts out this like crusty sort of stuff, and it can get really bad. And I was going to tell you, I have a little bit on my head that I've been trying to get rid of for like I don't know how many years. And when I'm stressed out, it flares up and it does actually cause a little bit of hair loss, which I have.
Is it like jellyfish though? If like Sandra pees on it on the show,
that would be
it'll get rid of it?
amazing.
Like the irukandji over in Australia? Like the tiny little
just
jellyfish?
like that.
Oh, good.
The irukandji?
Irukandji.
I don't know who
Come
that
on,
is.
not irukandji.
Sorry.
That's Condoleezza Rice's middle name.
Irukandji. Irukandji rice.
Exactly. It's very filling. It's a very filling dish.
Filling. It expands in your stomach. Okay, so yes.
God, I want carbs
Do you eat carbs?
all the time. That's why I'm in this predicament. That's why I'm having a flare up of.
Well, I mean, if you eat good carbs, it's not going to
Seborrheic.
happen. But if you have seborrheic dermatitis, you don't want to eat a lot of sugar, alcohol, because it does. Just like if you have candida or anything else, and I think some of this might have to do with gut stuff too. Do you do gut stuff?
Are you into gut stuff?
Are you into gut stuff?
The money's good enough.
Are you probiotic?
I take I'm an amateur biotic too. I mean, I'm into all of it.
So can I ding before you talk?
Yeah, you son of a bitch.
I can see it.
John, you just today's episode's about mouth taping when you sleep, or in John's case, while he's awake on our show. So here's the thing.
Yeah.
And I handed the DVD
thing.
over. Sandra and I need to have that DVD on set. Is this dermatitis thing that we're talking about, is it deadly?
No.
It's irritating, like you're saying.
It's not even contagious.
It's not even contagious.
Nope. It's irritating to you. Yeah, it itches. It hurts sometimes.
It never fully goes away. You feed it by putting coconut oil on it, which is like, what am I supposed to, am I right? This is America. Like if I can't lather myself or other things in coconut oil.
Coconut
what
oil
is freedom?
was
I know.
the remedy to everything for a while. It was cook with it.
I still like coconut oil.
There's too much pressure on coconut oil, honestly.
Yes. That coconut oil and cauliflower have really.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they became the new sweet potato fry, didn't they?
Yeah, it's like it's not a Swiss Army knife. It's a cauliflower. It's a vegetable. It doesn't have to be everything.
But TikTok said you should be making steaks out of it.
Steaks?
Cauliflower steaks.
Oh,
No.
well, that's different then. Okay, yeah, I like that.
You look at the TikToks?
They're good. They're fibrous.
No, I meant the TikTok.
Not as good as me.
Yeah, okay.
Do I watch TikTok?
Yeah. Do you watch? Yeah, I guess you could watch TikTok.
It's very erratic for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Like
think
Instagram is a little bit more-
China's doing a lot of good work.
Well, I mean, they invited the bonbon and the dumplings, and they're doing great with
saying,
electric cars.
I
I
think it's great.
Pasta. A couple of my friends are really good mathematicians that live there for a little bit. I mean, it's a spectacular place.
I think the country itself is really, really cool.
They're listening as well,
Beautiful.
right? So YouTube,
Always
China.
listening.
There's a couple things you want to do on your podcast.
Yeah.
You want to pander to YouTube.
Yeah.
You want to pander to China.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody want to add anything here?
Well, usually you have to watch out for
Japandas. Yeah.
Japandas?
Japandas.
Is that a real thing?
No, to pandas. No, you want to pander to pandas.
Panda to panda.
Oh, definitely.
But don't depend on it.
Have you heard that it's hard to get them
You
to
can't
mate?
depend.
Huh?
Pandas.
Pandas?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't get them to mate.
Yeah, and then people watch them have sex.
And back around, gut stuff.
Gut stuff. I love
Okay.
it. Yeah.
Boom.
But seriously, gut stuff?
Yeah.
I get that seed stuff, the one that you get from, it comes to you in the mail.
Which one?
It's called seed.
Seed?
It's probiotics.
Oh, okay. Probiotic
That's
seed.
great. Yeah,
So it's
that's
called.
great.
It's
Is it
from
a
the
good
company
one?
called Seed.
I don't know. I don't know if there's a good one.
I came to this show for solid medical advice.
Well, I don't know brands, but yeah, and I definitely don't know solid medical advice. Hey, where'd my notes go?
I used to drink the thing in the stores that sounds like some sort of like a fascist like salute. Yakult. That one.
Yeah.
that
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That one. And
He
that one's
sits in
like.
the aisle like this.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Oh my god, that's
Excuse me,
really.
I'm trying to reach the Yakult.
Oh, and you see Kyle? Oh,
Oh
that's
my
like
God,
a good
that-
skit for like a Chappelle show or something.
Yeah.
like that. Oh my God.
It's this high on the
Yeah,
shelf.
that's like, oh,
Jesus
It's
Christ.
this high on the shelf.
But so that's the gut stuff you're talking about as well. That's like a probiotic.
yeah,
right?
it comes. You can get it in yogurt, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Probiotics are good for that, and
See, there
things
we
that
go.
heal your gut. Oh,
Oh,
okay.
cool.
He's
Thanks,
pulling
Mark.
it up. Yes,
Dude, isn't that the most gorgeous color
expensive.
bottle?
That is a beautiful
Wait, bring it
green.
back?
It is so freaking beautiful.
Thank you.
Oh,
And thank
that
God they
is
use
pretty.
an off-white. Because let me just tell you, as a painter,
Yeah.
actual white, titanium white, gets used way too much
Oh,
in everything.
God,
Okay.
I've heard that.
Like it's just I'm passionate about the weirdest stuff. Never
I've heard
mind.
it once. I've heard it
But
1,000
the color
times.
scheme there is great.
Yeah.
It's $50 a month. You can change it to every other month.
Okay.
And just say like, hey, I'm good. Yeah. Or instead of taking 2 pills, take 1.
You're playing around with it.
You play around with it.
Yeah.
Right. That's how gut stuff is. You play around with it. And then you figure out the right thing. And then
is it true that if you want to try gut stuff for the first time, it's better if you have a couple glasses of wine? Or
only if you don't want somebody during your time it's on your dick.
My neighbor Bruce told me to use a popper.
Your neighbor Bruce?
My neighbor Bruce.
Also sponsored by Kirkland.
Oh God! Oh my God! All right, so I need to talk about something that's very interesting about this malassezia. It has like a biofilm over it that it's really resistant to antifungals. So it needs something to break it open, and so there's certain things that will open it before you put the stuff on it. But it's like it has this crazy like film over it. I think a lot of them do. Like a lot of the funguses have like a biofilm over it, and so sometimes it'll be resistant to some
like
of the stuff.
Fascia, kind of like or just
no. I mean, I think it's just like a bubble around it. You know, I mean, I have never
not that you
seen
can see
one
with your eyes. You're talking about it's like microscopic, but it's like a layer.
Yeah,
like a wax on a car.
Did I put a picture of what they think it looks like? I might not have put it on there. I thought I did. Oh, here, oh God, you can't even really see that.
Those
like contemporary artwork.
Yeah.
Great painting you have behind you.
It's just like little red pieces.
It looks weird in high resolution. My God.
What are those?
Those are. I think that's a picture of the
like
malassezia. Yeah.
Oh, so it's just that, and then so you have to break those open.
Yeah,
and
then
that's when you have a political conversation. They go, "You've been redwormed." Like, oh God, what did I learn today? Oh my God, these pictures are.
Yeah, look at that. That's high res. See, that's the stuff that ends up, and it's like I know.
That looks gross. I also want to pick it. I don't know. Get it away from me. Get it away from me.
Oh my God.
I know you want to pick it, right?
Like,
that would be satisfying.
Crust is really good for like foods and things that are fun to pick, and then like medical stuff. You like crust? Oh,
that'd be a fun app. Though you have that picture, and then you just have to pick it off, and then the thing would just disappear. And then like you have timers. Like, can you pick all the scabs in 20 seconds? You know, I mean, these are just ideas.
They're working on that with the Apple Vision Pro.
Is that what
it's called Picker, and you just get to scab picking, and you wear a haptic sack so it vibrates when you do it, and there's a scent gland thing for you.
Oh, I like how you did that.
Did you say haptic sack?
Haptic sack.
Nice, dude. So you feel all that.
Yes.
And the vibrations.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. That's a good word.
It's like, they're very descriptive in the story. Ready Player One.
Mark, will you turn to the next page for a second?
Can I ask you a question too? Real
quick?
No. Just like the college I didn't go to.
Yes, you may.
Like
of course you may. Yes.
So if it's got this like film over it, and you need to break through the film, is it like, do you use alcohol in a cotton swab, or is that destroy more tissue?
Is that too drying?
It's probably too drying.
You know, like if you have a pimple, I always get pimples in these little creases because I coat my face in coconut oil. It smells so good. It's so good. I know. I put it in my hair and then it gets over here, right? And I get a little pimple here and then creases, right?
Yeah.
And then like if I try to like work on it too much, it ends up burning in here, and I'm like, I think I'm doing more damage.
It's really harsh on your skin. It's really harsh on your skin. I'm grabbing these products because there are some things. I just bought this one. I'm not gonna. Whatever, they're called Dermazine. They don't sponsor me or anything, right? But it's got, I know exactly, but it has things in it that will break through. It's got sea salt in it. It's got aloe vera, which is really good for it. Grapefruit seed extract is really good at breaking through that stuff.
So far, it's edible.
Tea tree. You don't want to eat tea tree.
Don't eat tea tree. Keep it away from your cats too. El gato no win.
Rosemary is really good for it. Rosemary is really good for cleansing pretty much anything in your body.
And for titling a Paul Simon song, partially.
That's right. And we don't have time to talk about that. THYME. Come on. Okay. Oh, that was a very subtle ding.
Yeah.
Come on. Yeah.
Damn,
I'm so good at it. You don't even notice that it's funny.
Because you were trying to be funny right there. You gotta stop that shit.
I know.
That was pretty funny.
That was it's like you're on a high riffage diet. That was too much. Go ahead.
It's too high. Yeah, it's too high riff.
Too high riff?
Yeah, you just took a really too big of a riff to a risk.
A riff.
Good improv.
A riff risk. Good improv.
I like that.
Right.
Riffkin.
It's a lot on your kidneys, though. Be careful.
All right. So this one freaks me out because, in a good way, it's got xylitol in it.
Is that the stuff they gas the Jews with? No, I will not buy this product. The Nazis used that. BMW and IBM produced that stuff. I won't use it.
You're thinking of sucralose. Sucralose. That's the other one.
Xylitol. What is xylitol?
It's a sweetener.
Yeah. It's one of the better sweeteners.
Why would they put a sweetener in that?
Whatever is in there breaks through the little bacteria. And that's why xylitol gum is really, or fungus, the xylitol gum is really good to chew. And if they say chew it like 4 or 5 times a day. I chew like, sometimes I'll chew 30 pieces in one sitting, just like, I know.
How many?
Well, I'll have like 3 or 4 and then to spit them out and then 3 or 4 more.
It's like gum, there's a gum everywhere.
I'm just doing the math. Like, how much does it cost you to have this habit of xylitol?
It's like $100 for like 1,000 of them.
Okay, so you've
Maybe
got 3
$90.
days for $100. You're good? Okay, perfect.
Yeah, and my jaws hurt so
Set
bad.
me up on auto refill. Same thing with my seed. Great.
But it doesn't pull out your fillings. But it also doesn't. The bacteria in your mouth it can't stay on there because it like breaks it open and it like kind of makes it so it can't live in there.
Then you can this way if it breaks it open, then you can swallow it and it's killed by your stomach acids kind of a thing.
Your gut. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
back to the gut.
Yeah, but it's already. I think it's not really living very well.
Oh, okay.
So.
Okay.
Will Andrew Huberman tell me in a couple months that it actually is killing too much of the good bacteria, and then I'll be like, maybe I shouldn't chew it?
Yeah,
probably.
Yeah, because that happens a lot. Not with him.
He goes back and like says things.
No, not him specifically. I was just using him as a main example of the internet people.
Okay.
But you know, when you start getting into something, they're like, actually, bananas, they're not good.
No.
They
They
interfere with the polyphonetic orchestra inside the blueberries, and you're like, what? I was into these, you know.
Polyphonetic orchestra.
There's a thing inside blueberries.
It's called P. It's called
It's like going to the doctor and tell him, I thought you knew this stuff. This is the freaking health nut.
I know. I got to study up.
the meat and potatoes.
That's a meat and greet. I don't know. Okay.
The meat and greet.
Meat
That's
and meat.
better.
Meat and potatoes. Oh, am I right?
You guys are hungry.
Always. Hashtag.
We should-
Yeah.
oh,
Have you
I'm
get
thinking
that? Have
pizza.
you done the Prince Street pizza? They have a meat and potatoes pizza.
No,
It's like,
do they?
it's more like a meat stew pizza. It's just meat stew they put up.
Was there potatoes on it for real?
No, but that sounds really good.
Again,
like French fries?
I want to say Armenian pizza
Is that what
has
they do?
potatoes on it. Maybe it's Armenian pizza. There is a kind of
I think
pizza
you're right.
that
Yeah,
they'll be
yeah.
like, let's shred some potatoes on it. It's outstanding.
I love potatoes on pasta as well. Anything with starches, combine
starch
them.
on starch on starch.
Starch on starch on starch.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm on starch search to find as much things as I possibly. I watch a lot of old TV.
Welcome, Starch Trek Voyager. Starch Trek.
Starch Trek.
Yeah, that's right.
Sean Connery as a captain.
Dude, that'd be great.
Shark.
Was he on Star Trek?
I don't think so.
Connery?
No.
He
No,
was
I don't
in.
think
He was in
so.
Star Trek 1 and 5, I think.
I think you're thinking of Roger Moore.
He was Obi-Wan Kenobi with Sean Connery.
Oh, that's right.
If
Yes.
you strike me down now, I will
Really?
be more powerful. Don't you remember that scene?
No.
He
Yeah,
talks-
and then he'd take his face off, and it ended up being who was that guy?
Princess Leia.
Lou Ferrigno. It was Darth Vader, and then
You're not going to like me when I'm angry.
exactly, and then James Earl Jones is like, "You're not going to like me when I'm angry," and then he was the original Hulk Hogan.
Then who was the dad in Coming to America?
Who was in the movie with Kevin Bacon? We just did the whole 6 degrees
Oh,
of
yeah, I like
separation
that.
thing.
Yeah.
And he was on First.
Yeah, Kevin Bacon actually has dry skin, so
Crispy too. I had
Speaking of-
tomatoes and lechuga.
Bacon's very oily, so that makes sense.
yeah. Do you think Kevin Bacon?
No, I love Kevin Bacon. I do think the Kevin Bacon
Bros,
all the
he
time.
lives right next to me. Goddamn, Kevin Bacon. He owns the rug store down on La Cienega. He's great.
That little flub saved me from making an even worse joke. So that's fine. Never mind. So
if you're not listening or watching,
That's everybody. If you're just kind of
Sandra's
meditating.
blushing. I haven't seen you turn that red in a while. I think it's just from the weed.
I think it's from the weed, but I mean, I was laughing
You
and
were
I'm not
laughing,
in very
yeah.
good shape.
You need a gardener?
So
Kevin Bacon's company. He's got a good gardening company.
Yeah,
Anyone?
but, well,
Tell me.
here's the thing with Kevin Bacon. I don't think he's kosher.
No, but I like to have the turkey bacon.
Turkey bacon's
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Oh, it's got a lot more chemicals in it.
Yeah, but if you leave it in there and you could just the process of incubation really makes it flour.
It flours it
Bacon
well.
flour?
Bacon flour? I would make bread with that.
Dude, I would make
Bacon flour bread? Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of things that I like with mushrooms, which are fungi,
yeah.
what exactly is it about Seborrheic Dermatitis?
Yeah.
Like John Lovitz, right? So if you have it, right, and then you add, what oils can you add to it that will
There's-
actually not hydrate it?
Okay, so this one is the one that I use when I teach my class, and I use it only because it'll feed the stuff that sometimes will show up on my own forehead. So I have to be really careful. I can't put it. Don't make fun of me. I can put it anywhere here, but for some reason my forehead, And sometimes my eyebrows will start to eat it. So lately it's been okay, but it's mostly on my hair. So can you read this, Sandra? Because I can't read there. There's oils in there that I can actually use.
I've had it like dry, like this kind of like a dry skin, like right over
right
here.
in there. I had one like 20 years ago. I remember
That's
right
how
in
it
here.
started.
Yeah.
That's how mine started. And then whatever happened in my life caused it to come out into like this big inflammation thing.
So it just like pops up out of nowhere and you're like, dude, you were gone.
Yeah, it just comes right
it's
back.
giving you
just
like
for
a
fun.
message though. Something's going on inside you. Treat it. And so you must have treated it. And also maybe you're not as stressed out as
All right,
I try
so
not to stress out.
me. Yeah.
That's
try
the
not
main
to.
thing,
That's
I
That's the
think.
main-
Try as hard as you can.
You have to,
Until you're full of it. Like, I'm so not going to be stressed
Yeah.
or have anxiety about, let's list off the things that could be really
Sometimes
terrible.
when you close your eyes and meditate, I go, and you meditate like that, you're focusing all your blood to, and you literally black out, so you don't think of anything. All right, so in
Is this while
bio-
you're sitting in your G-Wagon or when you're inside
it's
the...
pronounced a guagon.
I've been saying it wrong this whole time.
Ding. Okay. So, read the oils.
Okay, caprylic or capric triglyceride.
Okay.
Tipracaprolin, caprylic
You need to try
triglyceride
harder.
again, and this is hippophi, ramoids, and sea buckhorn, seed oil. Interesting. And then tocopherol, which is vitamin
Tocopherol or
Tocopherol?
tocopherol? Yeah, I don't know. It's vitamin E.
And
Yeah.
then unique blend of natural fatty acid.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
A
Give me it.
eunuch blended that for
Yeah.
us?
Mhm.
I mean, I
I
guess
can't
they got
read
nothing
it.
better to do, right?
The bottle
like
has
the fucking...
no gender.
Well, those are some of the oils you can use. This is another company that doesn't give me anything. So Biome 8, and it's not that expensive. This one though was $48, and it's liquid. And I just started using it. I have to pour it in my hair and leave it overnight, and it looks crazy. And then I have to rinse it out because it gets all hard and gross.
But if it works, it'll be worth the money. But you're just not sure yet.
Yeah,
The
we'll
gamble's
see.
tough.
Yeah, it is. That's a $50 gamble.
Are you telling me that
Not a
bottle
proctor.
has $49 bills
I'm no
inside
proctor
it? A proctor?
because it's a gamble.
I like it, proctor.
Yeah, I'm not a
gamble.
proctor, but I like a doctor. Oh my
But
God, do I have to explain everything?
But I gamble one on TV.
Yes. That's good. Thank you.
It's not good. It's
You
just
guys only
something I
laugh
said.
at your own jokes.
Huh?
What?
Ding, ding, ding.
That's
ding,
fucked
ding, ding.
up.
I know. I'm just kidding.
Sandra, tell a joke so I can laugh at it real quick and prove it right now.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Finish your stupid.
I
thought?
had nothing.
Okay, good.
I feel like this turned into a therapy session. Do I only laugh at my own jokes?
No.
Babe, are you watching? Do I only laugh at my own jokes? She's like with her boyfriend being like, this fucking asshole.
Yeah.
All right. Before we go, because we're starting to get close to wrapping up,
Yep.
I just want to talk about a few things that do help. Apple cider vinegar helps to kill it.
Oh,
The
nice.
acidity helps to kill it. You can use white vinegar too. You want to
Not anymore.
Well,
Go on.
oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think if it's been appropriated.
White privilege vinegar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only at the Erewhon on Beverly. That's the only place they sell it at. It's like
If you
$30.
use the vinegars, I have to interrupt you. You have to do it at least half and half. Otherwise, it's very burny. You know what I mean? It's gonna burn you.
I voted for him the first time, but I don't think he's coming in this time.
Very burny.
Very Bernie.
All right.
Weekend at Very Bernie's. Ow!
I was trying to think of another movie. All right.
We get a burning? Oh.
No,
I think
no,
saying,
no.
yeah.
Something's burning. What's that movie?
Something's burning.
Something's burning?
It doesn't matter. It went, yeah.
Backdraft?
No.
Great movie.
No. That's
Good
a good
improv.
improv.
Nice.
All right. Let me go over this really fast. Okay.
We have been letting you go over it. I don't even know what you're
I know
complaining
you
about.
haven't interrupted me at all. Tar-based shampoos.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, are supposedly good for it. Helps at least it smushes down it keeps the scaling at bay. But ketoconazole is a good one that works. It's an antifungal. You can use it in a cream or a shampoo.
Mhm.
And what else?
Ketoconazole is also, they have prescription strength as well.
I use that.
Yep. I remember that one.
And Neutrogena T-gel therapeutic. It has salicylic acid in it, and so the salicylic acid.
Did you say
helps.
T-girl?
T-gel.
Okay.
T-gel. Yeah.
We had a eunuch mix that one. We got this other thing made from T-Girl. God knows what's in it. Folks, use at your own risk. But send us pictures, yes.
Wait, hold on.
Me?
No, me.
Okay.
I'm trying to just trying to like.
You're talking about the
'cause
risk factors?
I want to give people like an out. Like I don't want to just leave them hanging with seborrheic dermatitis with
No.
no.
God, no.
So yeah. So I guess just less stress, more sleep.
Mm-hmm. Sunlight. How is sunlight?
Sunlight.
Does that affect or not?
Sunlight is not. It does help to kill it.
Okay.
I don't think you want to overdo it
Mm-hmm.
because it's going to injure your scalp.
Okay.
But yeah, sunlight. It's good. I don't think it's going to cure it completely, but it's not bad.
What about like working out, like getting sweaty, like pushing that through your skin?
You got to wash the shit right off of your hair because you got oils coming out of your hair.
Oh, okay. Right? So even sweating through is not actually cleaning your skin and pushing all this impurity.
Well, I mean, it is, except for there's a fungus on your head that's waiting for you. You got to wash if you have it in your hair.
There's a fungus waiting for you. That should be everything right there.
A great t-shirt as well.
Yeah. I mean, it is because when we die, mushrooms are going to eat our bodies. So there's a fungus waiting for you. If you're lucky.
They might bring it back if you're like Walt Disney, and it's going to be really, really stressful.
Wait, I'm reading that probiotics came back up in the thing. So natural remedies for seborrheic dermatitis, fish oil, which Sandra's been begging me to take.
I take it twice a day.
They have them at sardines at Kirkland.
They do? Oh, gross. I'm not eating that shit.
Oh, it's so good. Sardines.
Is it good?
This is the sardine podcast, isn't it?
It's good for you. Tea tree oil,
Mark, is this the sardine podcast? What's going on here?
Probiotics, aloe vera, and those are the natural ones. Those are some of the natural ones. So look up the natural ones before you go to the dermatologist. See if you have it. They're usually just going to give you antifungal or even antibiotics. Just to calm that down. But all antibiotics do is smush it, push it right back into your body. And same with, and steroids. Try not to use steroids. Steroids are not good. Yeah. Steroids. You need steroids for that.
I've been trying.
Different. Yeah.
I've been trying not to.
Trying not to be so ripped.
Yeah. You got to use steroids, right, guys?
I like the way your mouth talks when you say it like that. Yeah.
You got to use your steroids. But you're saying that if you use those things, it represses it back.
Yeah.
But if you use these other solutions like apple cider vinegar and fish oil,
it will help to get rid of it at the surface. It may keep it at bay, but
it won't destroy your gut. Like
it's not going to destroy. Yeah, and it actually, if you're not destroying your gut, you have a better chance of not getting it. Oh, so also like if you have Parkinson's disease, any kind of mental health conditions like depression and immune system disorders, obviously because this is an immune response. HIV infection. That's a bummer. Recovery from stressful medication. Oh, well, anything that's stressing you out, basically, is going to, don't do.
What if the treatment stresses? It's overwhelming.
I'm overwhelmed all the time. Yeah.
You're like, I think I have a problem. Then I get more stressed. We're like,
absolutely.
And then you go, if I, is this going to turn into something that kills me? You know, and it's just becomes all stressful. And then you just go, let's just put some coconut oil in our hair, tape our mouth shut, and try to go to sleep for call it a day. That's right.
It's all about taping your mouth shut.
That's why we should have cats and dogs. You got to pet something and be able to have a non-verbal relationship with someone that, you're just like,
beautiful.
I do like that.
And just be like, do you love me? Like,
I gotta go
even with my psoriasis,
Yeah.
But they hate you inside.
No.
But who cares? They can't tell you.
That's oh, little guy.
The captive kitty, right? He's got a cigarette hanging out of his mouth. He's like, this fucking guy. This fucking guy again.
You can tell when their eyes square off. They're like,
I love that.
Yeah, that's the thing with cats is you can look at them and be like, oh, we ain't boys. I was gonna fist
we
bump
ain't boys, yeah.
We ain't boys. Yeah.
I don't care what mood they're in. I always give them, and they always succumb. They always succumb to love.
It's so
they do. Well, yeah, yours are spoiled, and you've basically love assaulted them their whole lives.
Every time I walk by them, no matter what, I always give them a smooch each every time.
Yeah, you got to rape hug your cats.
I was going to say rape hug, but I didn't. But I'm glad you said it.
Yeah, thank you. I'm terrified that was it. So, did we pass the hot potato off?
This is going in the teaser. Only I'm just going to stop at rape.
Yeah.
If no one ever said rape hug in the history of the internet, they're like, this is the guy that said rape hug. He's like, oh, I'm a local realtor. I wouldn't tell. No. I said grape hug. I'm really into sweet treats in the freezer, and I hold them tight.
Oh my god,
grape hug sounds delicious.
Grape hug would be great.
Although
that's why I said it.
I'm a fan of the verb rape hug. Verb. Not specifically those things. We should reverb.
Yeah.
That's when you do something twice.
Yeah.
Like in a row.
The action. Okay.
Yeah. It's like the, what was it? Remember that thing I was telling you about the roofer that retarded the roof? Because you tarred it once, and then you got to do it again to seal out the
It happens
oil.
every time.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to be careful.
He should do it with more xylitol next time.
Yes. That was the
xylitol
problem.
is not good for your dogs or cats.
No. Oh my God. Thank you for saying that.
Wow.
It's
tea tree.
Deadly.
Yeah.
Like they are not supposed to eat it. So do not have anything with sweetener that has xylitol, gum, anything around that. If your dog eats it, I don't know how much it has to eat, but you don't want to.
It's just not
Can we
good
go down
for
the
him.
list, Nikki, just for safety for any pet owners here? Because I know peppermint oil. I love peppermint oil.
Yeah.
And my wife always tells me like, not good for the kitties.
Right?
Nope.
Tea tree oil, obviously not good for the kitties.
I would
And I'll
think so.
use that if I have a zit. Like when I get a little zit in the little crease in here, I'll be
Yeah.
like, and I also like how it kind of numbs. So you can like
Oh,
do that
yeah,
like,
like a
thing
little
without
freeze.
people. Yeah, and like
Yeah.
no cocaine situation. It's just the numbing. And so I like that. It smells good. But yeah, my wife would be like, babe, if Bushy smells that, if Stinky smells that, it's gonna be. And I'm like,
I don't know if it's if they smell
Well,
it.
one
But they-
time I had put like a bunch of some peanut butters have
Some peanut
xylitol.
butters? Really?
I guess so. Yeah.
That's what
I
it
didn't
says on
realize
the thing.
Yeah, well, that's what was put in front of
Yeah,
us.
you got to look at the ingredients.
okay.
Yeah.
But there's what I put peppermint oil on my bed.
Yeah.
Because
you put so
I
much
went
on
nuts because the cats were one of my cats had a little behavioral issue and didn't like the litter box, was peeing on the bed. This was like a couple beds ago. This was last night. And so I
He's on a 3 bed a day habit, folks.
Yeah.
Sponsored by Casper.
Yeah. And then they had a bunch of diarrhea issues. Anyways, we're pressed for time. My cats shit a lot that day. And I just wanted you to know, well, they had diarrhea for quite a long time.
So it was your fault.
Because they were smelling it and it was so strong in there. And I didn't realize just how terrible it was for them.
I mean, it's strong on us. Can you imagine how strong it is on them?
Yeah, cats don't like peppermint lattes.
How about lavender oil? Is that bad for kitties or not?
It's a good question. It's probably not great, but I don't know. I don't really know the answer to that.
How about geranium?
Geranium, I don't know. Mark's going to look it up really fast before he cuts us off. Bad for cats, lavender. Okay.
No, he's looking it up.
No.
Here we go.
Ingesting a small amount can make your cat sick in direct contact with the skin, can cause irritation. Inhaling it. Yeah, inhaling it, you really do get quite a bit, which is why, what did they call it? We had a whole show. Yeah, aromatherapy is really actually very important because you it's going into your.
Is it bad for us or bad for the kitties?
It's bad for the kitties.
Bad for kitties.
What about for us?
For you.
Even like the plants, like lilacs and like lavender plants or whatever. Those are those are ones you don't want to have around your cats.
Anyway, this is not a pet show.
Pets.
This is my
pets.
This is my pet peeve. What you're doing right now.
You peeved?
Ding, ding,
all over
I'll
the
ding
place,
myself.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, she's digging herself too, folks. The after hour part of the show, unreal.
If also next time instead of having a ding, just have like a plunger into like dynamite, and then everything blows up.
Oh, I see what you're saying. A plunge, not the toilet plunger.
That too.
Okay.
Yeah, but
that is dynamite. What you just said.
Anyways, Nikki, we have to go.
All right, so we have to go. I cannot believe that. I just wish we could just stay here with you all day. But we can't.
Dude, it would be so fun.
I know.
But this guy's a fascist. He won't let us stay.
Yes, that's the producer, Mark.
The producer doesn't let us hang out. No, you crack the whip on the artist.
He has a wife, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And so your question is, I like to list.
Where can we find you on the social? What's your address?
How did you
my bottle just gleeked at me.
I was gonna say, how does your bottle spit at you?
It was magical. Well, the patented Kirkland bottle, sponsored by Kirkland, has so much plastic floating in the water that it really just has a life of its own. It's like that movie with the scientist guy and he's green. And he's a little, Biodome with Pauly Shore.
Mm-hmm.
Cheers. There's Pauly Shore. There's a little Pauly Shore in every bottle. Let me just drink it on camera. This is my. Yeah.
But we still need to know where to find you.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, where to find me? I have a podcast called Gods of Real Estate, Fancy Boy Edition. It's so much fun. Both of you guys have been on it. It's really rad. They both killed it. It's a really fun, like, imagine MTV Cribs Architectural Digest in the like Rick and Morty Adventure Time universe. So it's really fun. And I basically like force my guests to like use their imagination. So like, I'm like, make it crazier, make it more magical, more tech. And they just give us an audio tour through the house. So it's like a collaborative storytelling comedy real estate thing. Very hard to categorize on Apple iTunes.
Yeah, I know. I have the same issue with mine.
Just go like, it's a comedy podcast. There we go. We're done. We're done. I gotta go. I don't have time to figure this shit out. Algorithm God or whatever your name is.
But you did what I did. You tried to combine what you're doing and what you love with the other thing that you're doing that you love, which is comedy.
Yeah.
Or vice,
Nikki, we didn't try.
Well, we're doing it.
We did it. And then we fist bump, and then you could just add a little graphic there of like
grenades.
I like it.
Grenades. That's right. Not exploding grenades, just grenades.
Just grenades.
Yeah. Just very, very clever.
Fantastic.
All right. Well,
do you have a Oh, go ahead.
What?
That was improv.
Oh,
do you have a go ahead?
Do you have
go ahead.
Yeah.
That was my
did I do it right? Did I do the plug right? I'm always bad at plugging.
I think so. Yeah, as long as they know where to find you, they can find you on Instagram or whatever too.
Yeah, but just go to like Spotify or Apple Podcasts.
Gods of Real Estate.
Fancy Boy Edition.
It's amazing.
If you go to Instagram, it's there too under the same title.
You'll find.
We'll connect.
You'll find it.
Just I like that. If you don't find it, you don't deserve to listen to it. Ask the AI. ChatGPT will find it. ChatGPT, find this guy's podcast. It works every time.
All right. Well, on that note,
Let's
Wow, that was like so anticlimactic.
I know. I feel like the scene in Dumb and Dumber where they knock the poor little owls out. You know,
we don't know how to end. That's the problem.
Sure died.
I know.
How do we end? I mean, like the explosion of the fist bump was pretty good.
It was a fist bump explosion.
Let's just you both fist bump me and we're out of here.
Okay,
all right,
okay.
1, 2, 3.
Go!
All right, see you next week. Bye guys.
Welcome to the podcast.